Hello everybody and welcome to the first video on this channel. A little thing before we get into the video. This channel will be me, Nick, doing reviews on things such as Lego sets, Pokemon cards, Marvel Legends, and all sorts of different things like that. But let's get back into the video. So today's Lego set we will be reviewing is the Lego Ninjago Gamers Market. It is set 71708. It is 7 plus age and has 218 pieces. Now, I picked up this Lego set for about 30 bucks in the US, and the only reason I really got this was because of the figures. As you can see here, there's quite a bit of different looking figures here. Now, I am currently trying to rewatch all the old Ninjago Legos series, and I really don't, I haven't caught up to this season yet, so I don't really know who any of these characters are, but if we go ahead and look at the top, it has them all listed. So first up we have Scott, Avatar Cole, Avatar Nia, Avatar Pink Stain, Okino, I'm guessing that's how you say it, Digi J, Richie, Avatar Harumi, I'm guessing, and Red Visor. Once again, I haven't seen this season of this series yet, so I don't really know who any of these characters are. So, as you can tell, the box has been opened already because I have already built this set for you. So on the side, there's not much. It just says Lego Ninjago. On the back is some more fine art of all the different things that comes with this. And on the other side, there's a small picture of Jay. And that's about it for the box. So let's get into the set. Quick little thing before we do get into the actual build. I found this was really cool. This is the sticker sheet for the Lego set, and it actually has a lot of these extra little stickers that you can put on your set wherever you'd like, which I think is really cool. I'm not going to put any on my set because I want it to look like just how the box is, but that is really cool if you're younger and want to decorate your build a little bit more. So here to start up the figures of this set, we have Digi J, which is a really cool looking figure. He's got this weird little like video game controller meets nunchucks meets scythe. It's really cool, and I like these sort of neon green pieces. I think those are really cool. And yeah, he's got this thing above his head that looks like almost like a live counter in like a video game. So I'm guessing that's the theme of this new season, is like a video game sort of theme. So I'm guessing that's what that is right there. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. And this is the figure standing alone without all of his accessories. It looks really cool. I am a big fan of this figure. On the back, there is this new back piece right here that has the little peg for the stand to put in, just like that. But it also has room enough for his swords, which actually, these swords I've never seen before in a Lego set. These sort of like, almost like light green. It's actually a really cool color, and I'm actually a pretty big fan of the new sword colors. So we go ahead and take those out, and here is Jay standing alone. He does have an alternate facial expression. There is his normal smirking face, and then he also has this sort of robotic, like, visor sort of thing, which looks really cool by itself, but once you put the mask on, looks even better. Next up here we have Scott, who honestly I think is one of my favorite figures of the set. I don't know. This is my first time getting this new hood hat combo sort of thing that I've been seeing in a lot of recent sets, and I'm actually a really big fan of this piece. I don't know why. I just like the hooded sort of thing right there. So Scott's accessories, there's not much. There's this little, like, it reminds me of like a top half of a scythe, but it's just a small handle. I don't really know what this weapon's called, but it is once again in that cool, transparent sort of neon green, which seems to be a popular theme throughout this course. And this figure's kind of basic. He's got a very cool, like, blue jacket with some Japanese or maybe Chinese writing on that. I can't really tell. And on the back, his picture of a dragon with a little logo on it. Some cool leg printing there. And he does seem to be blue, which I think is really cool. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to watch the series. So he does have this facial expression, which has got like a bandana over his face. And you can actually see he's got some little decals on his face. I'm not quite sure what those are, but it looks really cool. And then his alternate facial expression is just kind of like a happy little face that, if you go ahead and pop the hood on, that's what it looks like. Really cool. Next up, we have Cole, which I think is a really hilarious character. And he comes with these two little identical, like, gray pickaxes right here, which I think are really cool. He's wearing a red checkered flannel, just normal black pants, and he's got this really cool little mustache here. And he's got an angry face there. He's got his normal Cole hair that we've seen in quite a few other LEGO sets. But he does have an alternate expression, so I'm going to turn around. That's his alternate expression. Not much to say about this figure, so let's move on. Next up, we have Nia, and she's another one of those figures that just, there's not much to her. It's not as cool as some of the other ones. She's got this little harpoon sort of gun thing. And yeah, we've got this hair in this face before. It's not like it's original or anything. But she is wearing this like wetsuit sort of thing with a little zipper on the back. But other than that, that's about it. Next up here, we have Pink Zane. Now, I don't know why he's wearing this in the newer series, but I do know this. Like I said, I'm rewatching the series right now, and I'm on season 2, and I remember this suit from the first season, which was a prank from Lloyd, and he dyed Zane's clothes pink instead of being his normal white outfit. But I really do like this figure. He comes with his little throwing star thingies we've seen in some other sets. He's got his normal little dragon logo right there, and he's got this mask piece, which I think are the same exact molds from the originals, which I think is cool. He's got his normal little happy face, and then on the other side, he's got his angry, upset face, and then we put that on. That's what it looks like. Not much to this figure, but a really cool one in my opinion. Next up on our list, we have Harumi, which I'm not quite sure who this character is. It's probably a new character, but she comes with... this is probably one of my least favorite characters in the set because she's just kind of a boring figure. She has the normal silver sword that I have probably a million of at this point in time. Other than that, she's got this yellow, or not yellow, orange jumpsuit and this weird white rubbery hairpiece. It's not like the normal plastic, it's like rubbery, which I think is really weird. That's her normal angry face, and then she also has a super angry face. So, not much for this figure, but moving on. Next up, we have Okino. I think I'm saying that properly. If I'm not, correct me in the comments on how you do say it, or just make fun of me. I don't really care. So, honestly, I really do like this character. There's not much to him, but I love this hairpiece. It's such just a wacky hair design, and I love it. It's so cool to see in LEGO. He's got this sort of different sword than the last sword we see, and a more, curved sword, and a more bigger sword. And he also has this little satchel on him. I think that's what it's called. Under that, he's just got his like a white robe on, nothing much. He's got his normal angry face, and then, once again, like the last figure, a super angry face. Next character we have up is Richie, which I really like this figure. He just comes with so many cool things that I haven't seen before in LEGO that makes me really like this character. He's just got so many accessories. So, let's start off. He has something kind of similar to what Jay had, which he has this little video game controller with these two blade looking things coming out of it, which look really cool. And actually, now that I see it on camera, it looks like it has some sort of like, I don't know, like texture inside the blades, which look really cool. And then he also has one of these like live counter looking things that Jay had, but in red this time, and you can see he's evil because he's got a skull on there. And back to this, he's got the same back piece but in black that Jay had. More of these really cool colored swords, but this time it's in orange. I really like that orange color on that sword. And he also has this little hairpiece that you can remove just like that. And he's got a really, really unique face mold. I don't know what he is in the show, if he's a wolf, a dog. If you guys have seen it, let me know in the comments down below. But that's a really, really unique head sculpt. And he also has really cool armor design with another skull right there on his chest. This is our last figure. Finally, there were so many figures in this set, but that's the main reason I bought it, because I'm a minifigure guy and I love collecting minifigures more than I do the actual sets, so that's why I bought this set. So this is Red Visor. He's got a very, very cool design. I really like this. He comes with a little gun with a red, like, lightsaber piece that he uses kind of like a scope. Oh, I dropped it. Which, we don't get this gun very often anymore, I feel like. So it's really cool to get that gun with this figure. He also has another one of these live counter sort of things, as the last figure did. Same back piece, but with red swords. Love the new swords. And he's got this cool red visor, which I'm guessing is where he gets his name from, that you can pull up to see his face underneath, which I think his face is really interesting. If you guys can see that, it's really dark, but he's got like a red line, like a red V for a mouth, but his alternate face, if I can turn it around, is like this crazy evil blue and red mix. I don't know, I think that's crazy, and it looks really cool. But for the torso, he's got this cool little 404 triangle, which is really funny to me because 404, is sort of like a code not found thing on computers. And this is a video game world sort of thing, so I think that's really cool. But I really do love this like cloak he's wearing. I think it's really cool. And finally, we are on to the actual build of this set. First is this little micro build, which looks to me like sort of like the sword in the stone sort of thing. Sorry for my stutter in there, I couldn't think of it, but yeah, it looks really cool, and you can take this sword out, which is a really, really cool piece. I love this sort of translucent pink on it, and this white handle. It's such a cool little design that I was not expecting in the set. Next up, we have this little monument sort of thing. I'll actually back it up on my stage I have right here. And it's a really cool design. It's got this really cool sticker on it that's a very futuristic sort of looking thing. And it's got really cool, like, these are like the microphone looking pieces. And it's got swords at the top. And I think it's a really cool little thing just to have on your shelf. I don't know what it is, but it did look like in the pictures that right here is where that little sword and stone looking thing would sit, like right in the middle of that, which I think is cool. But other than that, there's not really much to this except it looks really cool. Next up, we have probably my favorite build in this whole set, and that is the item market. As you can see, it says right here on this sign, item market, and this very cool pink little sign. We have this little thing up here that's really bright pink, and it looks kind of like where you can customize your avatar almost too, because it has this little spinny thing right here, and there's a bunch of different hats on here, which is really cool because there's a lot of these that I think are pretty rare. We got a top hat here, a knight helmet thing. We have a sailor hat and a astronaut hat. Up here we have a cowboy hat, which I was super excited to see because I never can find those in sets. I don't know why, I just never seem to find those. We also have this like sensei hat up here, and a sign down here that says 125 credits, which I thought was weird until I looked at the pictures for this set. And what you're actually supposed to do is set, here, let me see if I can do it, there we go, is you're supposed to set Zane right here. What's that about? I haven't, like I said a million times, I haven't seen this season. Why is Zane for sale? Why is Zane for sale? And lastly, we have this weapon stored looking thing. It's got a bunch of these cool neon green pieces, like this big windmill sort of thing. It's got like these little swords for detail. On the side are like these little panels that you can swivel around that show some of the weapons that you can buy, I'm guessing. It's got this weird little, it looks like the top half of like a battle axe or something. A little knife, a sword over here, another one of those axe looking things, another knife in here, and it looks like a little bar or a little jug of something. And I really do like all of these neon weapons. I think they're really cool. It's also got this sign with a sword on it, and if you go ahead and flip it around, it has these little storage areas where it stores weapons, such as this neon green sword, a normal golden sword, and then these two more cool colored swords. We have a blue sword and a red sword, and I love like all these colored swords. I think they're really cool. overall, I really do like this set. There were so many minifigures to go over, and that's probably my favorite part of this, is just all of the minifigures. And all of them are so unique and cool looking, and that's why I gotta say I really like this set. If you want to see more, go ahead and drop a like on this video, and subscribe if you're at it. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and it would help me out, and know that you want more of these. So, leave a like, and I will see you guys next time.